It's 2015 and Tyler the Creator is stuck. Hot off the heels of his controversial and chaotic fourth project Cherry Bomb, an album that showed inklings of maturity when compared to his past work, while still staying rooted in the aggression and abrasiveness of his past project, Tyler knew something had to change. As his collective Odd Future was winding down and his once rowdy cult fan base was growing up, Tyler had some growing up to do as well. His albums had, for the most part, been character-based, and even though Cherry Bomb broke the mold by not including hallmarks like Wolf, Sam, and The Therapist, it still lacked any personal reflection into who the man behind the controversy was. And while moments like Two-Seater and Find Your Wings offered a taste of the lavish production he would lean into in later projects, it wasn't until his 2017 project Flowerboy that we met the new Tyler. And even though he would be more personal and vulnerable than ever, he was still the same Tyler who ate the cockroach under a new grown-up coat of paint. But before we jump into it, if you like what you see, consider hitting that subscribe button. Flowerboy is an album about self-realization. For his whole career, Tyler's been everything in his process. He's been a producer, a rapper, and a graphic designer in one, and it's clear that he's someone who loves having his hands in the whole process. And while Odd Future and his early albums like Goblin and Wolf carved out a lane for him and his friends, as he grew up, you could tell he felt pigeonholed by the shock value fans came to expect from him. So even though you could clearly see a progression of him growing as a producer and arranger through his albums, the lyrical content was still holding him back from being a dynasty level rapper like his contemporaries. With Flowerboy though, you can immediately tell that Tyler is trying to reinvent the way people see him and view his art. His albums have always been more than albums, with a focus on constructing the worlds around his art being ever present in his discography, but never before had the wider industry bought into Tyler's vision, with his iconic Converse collaboration launching and multiple TV shows on different networks. But even if the world is amazing, it means nothing if the music doesn't hold up, and luckily Tyler came through with not only his best work to date, but arguably his best album ever. Even though Tyler is at his most personal on Flowerboy, his ability to carefully curate collaborators is what makes Flowerboy stick out. In a similar way to his longtime mentor Kanye West, who is known for cultivating young talent and using them to shape the sounds of his project, Tyler's utilization of artists like Caliuchis and Rex Orange County not only put them on the map, but gave Flowerboy a sound unlike anything he had put out to date. The sounds of Flowerboy aren't the complete 180 of something like 2019's Igor, but his ability to know his strengths and weaknesses led to his most polished album. The lavish production of cuts like See You Again and Boredom feel like extensions of what he was trying to make on Cherry Bomb, while bangers like Who Dat Boy and I Ain't Got Time retain the energy of his older cuts in a cleaner package. The thing that's most striking to me about Flowerboy is how he was able to build his most personal album around tracks that he initially wrote for other artists. With career standouts like See You Again for Zayn Malik, Who Dat Boy for Schoolboy Q, I Ain't Got Time for Kanye and Nicki Minaj, and Glitter for Justin Bieber, it seems like sheer luck that he was able to save them for himself. And it's not even the only time Tyler would write one of his biggest songs for another artist in mind, with Igor's Earthquake being written initially for Rihanna and Justin Bieber. 2017 was an especially interesting time to be an Odd Future fan, with Tyler and Frank Ocean both releasing their most mature work to date months apart, and Earl Sweatshirt's career reinventing some rap songs releasing months later. And even though some fans were initially blindsided by their developed sounds, these three albums became the most vital turning points of their careers. For years, Odd Future wasn't taken seriously by the wider industry, but with these albums under their belt, they each became titans in their respective genres. And while Flowerboy isn't my favorite Tyler the Creator album, it will always have a soft spot in my heart. The moment its release created was insane, whether it be the clothes, the tour, or his rise to mainstream stardom. And even though he's moved on to bigger and better things, it's clear that Flowerboy was the album that defined Tyler the Creator. So what do you think? Is Flowerboy your favorite Tyler album, or is it overrated? Let me know down in the comments, and thanks so much for watching. Hit the like button if you liked the video and consider subscribing if you want to stick around. I'll see you in the next one.